Chaim, the Rebbe would always include in his brachas that the hachonas, the preparations to the event, should be done properly and they should have the proper effect. So whatever is left until Yud Alef Nissan, we have the time to, as they say, chaparain, to utilize every minute preparing for Yud Alef Nissan. So after listening to the nigun with the excitement and the exuberance of Chassidim on the Rebbe's birthday, it just refreshes the sweet memories. I go back to my first memory actually as a very young child, when the Rebbe's kapitel included the posuk of Achle Lekim Doimi Nafshi. I believe it's chapter 64 or 63 in Tilim, when we said the Rebbe's kapitel, and we were told that the Rebbe's kapitel has a nigun to it, and we would sing the nigun with our whole heart. This is my Rebbe's nigun. This is the Rebbe. This is the nigun of the Rebbe that we see. And I grew up. I was the kid down the block my whole life in Crown Heights, and it was just our hearts and souls went out with the nigun. The nigun would just connect us. Another memory was that even though it was 2 or 3 days before Pesach, but my father would leave the house for that evening to Farbrengen with Chassidim. It's the Rebbe's day, the Rebbe Yud Alef Nissan. And these are the ingrained memories that there's something unique about that day that we connect to. But then, as years went on, the Rebbe did not Farbrengen in those years. We're talking about, I'm talking what I remember from the 60s, the Chofs. But then it came Tovshin Lamed Aleph. I remember we got a call that there is a Farbrengen on Yud Alef Nissan, and this was a surprise. It was actually the beginning of the era of surprise Farbrengens, where the Rebbe came from the Oyel, and the Rebbe started Farbrengen. So I remember coming into the Farbrengen. I was just after Bar Mitzvah, a little after Bar Mitzvah, and the Rebbe was in the middle of the Maimer. And the intensity, you can hear it on the tape, the intensity of that Maimer was amazing. And this Maimer ultimately was edited by the Rebbe and became the classic, one of the classic Maimorim of the Rebbe that we can almost say epitomizes the Rebbe's Nesius. One of the, in my opinion, one of the 3 classic Maimorim. And this is the central one, B'yom Ashteyosar Yom, which the Rebbe said on the day of Tovshin Lamed Aleph and the 69th birthday. Then came Tovshin Lamed Beis. This was going to be the year of the Rebbe's 70th birthday. And as a young boy, 15 years old, the image we thought, and it could be the reason for it, was that the Frierdiker Rebbe, his stalkus was before the age of 70. And to us, this was a moment where the Rebbe was going to be 70. A moment to prepare for, a moment to look forward to. It started, I would probably say, in the month of Tishrei, when the Rebbe got his biggest gift. After 25 years of crying for Soviet Jewry, and that Tishrei, the Rebbe got his gift of the first delegation, a large delegation of Chassidim who came from Russia for the first time in 25 years. And the Rebbe celebrated with them, and the joy and the ecstasy was unbelievable, which set us into the mood of, we got to prepare for Yud Alef Nissan. And as young boys, I remember in our yeshiva in Oletera, we set out to do all kinds of things in the numbers of 70. It was kind of our own initiative. I remember the older boys, a class higher than me, they were learning 70 Blat Gemara Baal Peh, and 70 Sichas they were studying Baal Peh, or things of that nature. I remember I was a little younger, so I cheated a little. I did 35 Blat Gemara, which was 70 Amudim in Gemara, and 35 Oishias in Kuntres Umayim. This was my gift, my personal gift to the Rebbe. And then the Rebbe, when it came, the Rebbe got a report of these things, and the Rebbe encouraged it, and the Rebbe said that others should learn from us. And it spread. People started preparing for Yud Alef Nissan. Also on Purim, the Rebbe mentioned it, and he said even though it's not customary to ask for a gift, but in this case he asks that any gift you give should be connected with Torah and Tzedakah. And this just kept building up to us. It was an amazing thing. The Rebbe is recognizing the moment to share with us his personal birthday. In Hayom Yom, the Rebbe says it's a private moment, it's a moment of introspection, and here the Rebbe is opening it up for all of us. Be part of my birthday. This was amazing. There was nothing greater than that. And then in the last few weeks, when the Nigunim started showing up. I remember the few weddings before Yud Alef Nissan were full of, during the dancing, another nigun was introduced, and everybody picked up on the nigunim. The excitement, the ecstasy, it was amazing. Until it came the Shabbos of Yud Alef Nissan, and Yud Alef Nissan, which was on Sunday. The joy is indescribable. And we have been blessed that there is a video of that Farbrengen, Yud Alef Nissan Tafshin Lamed Beis. And I say, when I want to be inspired, I want to get onto a high, I look at that Farbrengen, especially the moments when they were singing B'cha Hashem Chosisi. You can see for a half hour straight, the joy was beyond. I don't know what to say. It's probably one of the highest moments in my life. And you can say maybe in Lubavitch in general, of the joy. And you can see the Rebbe's reaction to that singing in the following Sikha, where the Rebbe says, I was waiting for a moment of inspiration. And the Rebbe seized it and introduced the request that they should give him 70 new institutions in Lubavitch, and the growth of Lubavitch started then. So I think the moment of Yud Alef Nissan is the Rebbe sharing his private moment with us, which also reminds us that when we had a birthday, that was also a moment the Rebbe shared with us. We were privileged with a yichidus. We were privileged with a special bracha from the Rebbe. The Rebbe connected with us on Yud Alef Nissan, his birthday, and he connected with us on our birthday. And there was communication. We gave the Rebbe our beautiful reports, and the Rebbe gave us the beautiful brachas. I think there's nothing more appropriate that for this Yud Alef Nissan, we give the Rebbe our beautiful reports, we give him the gifts, keep in touch, write to him, and he will respond. I mean, I can go on and on with the responses I got from the Rebbe over the years, but we'll have to leave it for another time. But use it. This is your moment with the Rebbe. The Rebbe opened up for us, and you open for the Rebbe. L'chaim, l'chaim.